Hey everybody, I'm back. Um, it's another one of those kind of nights, ladies and gentlemen. I know this is kind of later than usual, but um, I just need a little time to relax a little bit after I saw Napoleon, which honestly was not good. Man, I'm disappointed. But you know what? I'm good. I'm glad to be here to talk with you, lovely people, about movies, all that good stuff. Yeah, I'm just happy to chat with you guys. So, so yep. See, I'm just gonna play some Super Mario Brothers Wonder while I'm waiting for some people to come in because I reckon. Well, I sent some people the link. Hey, Laren, what's up, buddy? What's up? Hope you're well. Nice, Lance. By the way, how's it going, bud? So, just gonna. Yeah, I'm playing the new Super Mario Brothers game that came out not too long ago called Super Mario Brothers Wonder. Oh, I found the secret area. So yeah, how's everybody doing tonight? For whoever's watching. Nice. I had to work today, and then I saw Napoleon, which was disappointing to say the least. Man, I'm disappointed. Hey, Goose, what's going on? Hope you're well. Huh. Awesome, Steven. So yeah, guys. Hope everybody's doing well. I know, Steven, you're good. You're good. Just whenever you're ready, man. Let's go, baby. All right, let's go up here. Or go here. Got 13 Wonder Seeds. I need 14 of them. Oh my god. Oh my god. Here we go. Ah! Come on. Go. Got a Wonder Seed? Let's go. Steven is in the building.
Hey, Luke, what's up? It's been a while. How you been, man?
I've been good, man. It's good to see you.
Good, good, good. I have been out of it for a while. I just got back from my trip from Spain, so that's so just adjusting back to the time zone and everything like that. Other than that, watching some movies here and there. Yeah, been pretty good. How about you?
Been good.
Good, 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 good. I saw Scarface for the anniversary in theaters. That was an experience. I'll tell you that much.
I'm sure that was a lot of fun.
Oh, it was definitely a lot of fun to revisit that film in theaters. All right. Yeah, 1 second.
All right.
Anyway, so like I was saying, yeah, so I saw that in theaters. I saw oh crap, what else have I seen? I saw Killers of the Flower Moon in theaters, and I'm sorry, Luke, I just didn't dig it.
Yeah.
I don't get me wrong, I love The Irishman. The Irishman is a fantastic Scorsese flick, but with Killers of the Flower Moon, DiCaprio's performance and his character was fantastic. That he was the best part of the film by far. But other than that, I just didn't dig it as much. I really felt the runtime with that one. But I will say it was definitely a different character for DiCaprio, playing like a more sleazy kind of like manipulative scumbag kind of character.
I mean, he's not the scumbag that you're used to seeing him as. So
No, definitely not. He's the kind of character that would be like that like sleazy hillbilly henchman or like underling in most movies, but they made him the protagonist, which I thought was kind of interesting.
yeah, I mean, I get it, but I mean, I saw Napoleon today.
How was
Damn.
that? Yeah, I heard it was a letdown.
So just if I could think of a film, if there's ever a movie where it's like it exists, it's that
Napoleon.
movie.
Look, Ridley Scott just has not. I mean, look, I love the guy, but lately he's just not been hitting it for me. I know it sounds bad, but he just hasn't. Like, I mean, to be fair, I haven't seen The Last Duel, and I do plan on it because I heard that was actually one of his better films. But I missed House of Gucci. Didn't really plan on seeing that. Was never been a fan of. I think Prometheus onwards was the start of the. I don't want to say downfall because he's a hugely talented guy, but the one I stopped caring about his films era, to be honest.
Oh, I get you.
Yeah. But so let me ask you a question though. Was Joaquin's performance at least worth it?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
He's phenomenal in the film. Like, but just the story was so jumbled and messed up. Like, it wasn't even one coherent narrative. It tried to go like, okay, now we're here. Well, now we're here. Now we're here. Now we're here. come on, man.
That doesn't that's a little odd considering that they have like 3 hours to like stay in one path. Yeah.
But no,
That's
they did.
disappointing.
They're jumbled. Like they can't even figure out what path to stay on.
That sucks to hear. But yeah, I mean, hopefully Ridley comes back to us with a better film next year. I heard the battle scenes in that movie though were pretty good.
They were pretty gnarly. Like, I'll give it that. It was pretty gnarly.
But I'm assuming that Napoleon's not going to be his best historical epic like Gladiator is.
No.
Yeah,
absolutely not. Like,
yeah, that's you see, I know this sounds bad, but
that's a stretch. If you think that Napoleon is better than Gladiator, you're basically stretching yourself out.
Yeah, no, because I know this sounds bad to like put it up to the standard of, but my thing is that if it's not up to Gladiator standards of his historical epics, then it probably is not that good. I know it sounds bad, but I mean, yeah, it just
yeah, it's there.
But hey, I mean, I heard Joaquin had a good year otherwise. I am skeptical, but I will be definitely checking out Beau is Afraid at some point because I do like Ari Aster as a director. And, you know, his films have creeped me out so far, so I'll definitely be giving that one a watch eventually.
Yeah.
But Napoleon, I think I'm going to give a hard pass.
I mean, I don't think it's like a rush out to see kind of movie. It's one of those films where it's like, yeah, just wait till streaming. It's not really worth it.
Yeah, especially at 3 hours. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of great 3 hours movies, but if your 3 hour movie ain't stellar, then
like if it ain't stellar, like fucking, I'm gonna say it, Oppenheimer. If it's not stellar like Oppenheimer, no, you lost me.
Now, here's the thing with Oppenheimer. I do want to see it so badly, but you know what's so crazy? And I guess this is a good thing. Did you know that 4K has sold out like a motherfucker? You cannot find a 4K copy anywhere. No,
are you kidding me right
sold
now?
Out. No, dude. I think the Blu-ray's still in stock, and don't get me wrong, I'm sure they're gonna, restock it. But as of right now, Best Buy, Amazon, all of them have sold out on Oppenheimer. Let me see.
I already bought mine. So
yeah, no. So it sucks that I'm gonna have to probably wait like a couple of months, maybe not a couple of months, but maybe a little while to get mine, because again, that 4K sold out like a hotcake. It was insane.
It's selling out like hotcakes. Like,
well, I guess you could say it blew up like a bomb on the home media scene, but
God damn it.
I know that was bad. That was awful.
No, that was actually good. That was good. Like you stole the joke from me.
But yeah, and I know that the only way to see that movie is on 4K. Great, I don't have a TV yet, but I do plan on getting one.
But it's one where it's like no matter if you just have a Blu-ray player or anything like that, you have to buy it on 4K.
Like, exactly, because I hear that the sound on that thing is tremendous, and I definitely want to check out for sure.
I mean,
Christopher
Nolan just knows, like, dude, he shot that movie on film, so it's like you can't deny how good of a director he is and how like how much of an experience he wants to give his audience while still also paying attention.
Exactly.
Because
that's true.
Because it's like Oppenheimer is dazzling for sure when it comes to the visuals. 0 CGI shots.
Yeah, no, I heard it's all practical.
Yeah, it's all practical. But the thing about Oppenheimer is that you don't just focus on like how basically like the way that the atomic bomb explodes. Like you're basically focused on on J. Robert Oppenheimer and also the creation in some ways of the atomic bomb.
Yeah, like the building up to it and the people involved with it. and how that has impacted everything.
Exactly. And it doesn't try to rush through everything. It tries to actually give things make everything coherent. It doesn't try to rush anything.
I can appreciate that.
But with Napoleon, the
It was.
the stuff between Vanessa Kirby and Joaquin Phoenix, I thought was incredibly rushed. Because they did not give us any time to actually help us get behind their relationship and why they were married in the first place.
Yeah, and for a movie
they didn't give
centered
us a
around
reason
his
to care.
life, and for a movie centered around his life, they probably should have focused on little details like his personal life and who was involved. This,
And
granted,
not just like the war stuff,
yeah,
or even just here's the war stuff, cut back to the boring stuff, war stuff, cut back to boring, war stuff, cut back to boring, that kind of thing.
And don't get me wrong, I'm not like a huge expert on Napoleon as a person, in terms of that part of history, but I'm sure that there's, such a big, he's a huge, fucking figure in French history. So I'm sure there's like a lot they could have done with it. So to hear that they rushed through his personal life, that's kind of disappointing because I would have loved to learn through some of that through the film. But that's
it feels like a pretty bad history lecture that you would get in either high school or college.
Except it's also not that educational.
Oppenheimer's way more educational than Napoleon is. I swear to God, all of my life, Oppenheimer is way more educational. I mean, there's some pretty graphic scenes in a couple of there's a couple of pretty graphic scenes, if you will. But at least there's character building in that movie. And you actually understand these characters, even if some of them don't get enough screen time. Like, say, for instance, Jack Quaid or Josh Peck or Josh Zuckerman, anybody like that.
You understand them from what you see of them in the movie.
Exactly.
I forgot that Josh Peck was actually in the cast list for that movie. That's insane.
He is.
It's going to be weird to see Josh in that movie. I know, obviously, that's not the character, but that's how I'm going to see him since I grew up with Drake and Josh. So it's going to be
I ain't calling you a truther.
Hug me, Oppenheimer! Instead of
Hug me, Oppenheimer!
So, God. Would you say Napoleon is on the lower echelon of Ridley Scott, or where would it rank for you?
It's mid.
It's mid. Oof.
Very, very mid.
Oof.
If it's towards the bottom, if it's towards the bottom, it only would be I would say it's close to The Counselor, which is still his worst film by a long shot. But it's a significant leap from The Counselor.
Okay.
So, man,
and also speaking of epics, I don't think he should make that sequel to Gladiator that he's talking about. I don't know why that he's trying to greenlight that. He perfectly told the story with one movie.
Just don't.
It's also not that kind of movie that really needs a sequel. That's such a weird movie to make a sequel to. It's like if they came out with a Braveheart 2. That just doesn't make any sense at all.
Or hell, if it's they came up with a sequel to a Scorsese film After Hours.
Exactly. Or a sequel to The Irishman too. The Irishmen.
Or a sequel to Miller's Crossing or something like that.
Exactly. It's just these. Some movies should just be standalone. Like the story's told, leave it as is. You're perfectly fine. But
exactly. But then they're just we need to make more money, guys. What can we do? Let's make a sequel.
Yeah, we need to cash in on this movie we made. So, let's just make another one.
Some movies that are actually good, really good. that leave off in a note where it's like, oh, then you would want to see a sequel.
No, yeah, of course. Like, Talk to Me, I thought was a perfect example of a movie that, where it left off. I'm like, okay, I could do with more of this world and more of this, like, hand lore and all that kind of stuff. I think that's a perfect example of a film that came out this year where I'm like, it could end here, but I want more. I definitely want more.
Or The Equalizer. Like, even though it ended pretty well with the first film, but with the way that they decided to end it, I was like, if I could get some more of that badass action from Denzel, give me more.
So here's the thing with The Equalizer, right? I think that with the third film, it was kind of like a perfect cap off of the trilogy. But if they made another one, I wouldn't be against that either. Because
but then at the same time, they marketed it as the final one. So
yeah, it would look odd if they go back now and make a sequel after it's like, well, wait a minute, you made this out to be the last. Kind of like how when they did Rambo 4 and made that one out to be the last one, and then years later they did Last Blood, which I still like, by the way.
I still do too.
I just got to get the because unfortunately I didn't realize till after I bought it, the Blu-ray that we have here in the States is actually cut. The extended cut on Prime with because there's an extended cut on Amazon Prime with like I think an extra 10 or 20 minutes where he's like, it's before the story and it has something to do with him in the middle of a storm. That was originally thought to be only on streaming, but in Germany and France, if you buy the 4K or the Blu-ray from there, you actually get the full extended cut. So I'm going to probably have to do a little importation of that and have to buy that. Yeah, no, because in the US, for the theaters, the movie was cut. It was cut.
Right.
Yeah.
Speaking on Stallone, dude.
Expendables 4, I heard, was a bummer.
Expendables, Steven.
Expendables. Oh, yeah, that trend of just having the number in between or in place of a syllable.
Expendables.
Wait, you bought it?
I'm a completionist, Steven. You should know this by now.
Nope, that's fair. That's fair. I cannot deny the completionist hustle.
Three, so I have the fourth one.
No, I get it.
But god damn it, I hated Expendables 4. I hated it.
I'm not trying to be a dick, but why did they have to cast in Megan Fox?
Well, she's there to be eye candy.
Yeah, but you know what I don't get? She's not an action star. So they could have. They actually cut people from the movie. Like most of the cast from the first two don't even come back in this one. Because I don't even think Mickey Rourke's in the fourth film. And I heard Stallone's in it for like maybe the beginning and end. Like he's in it for like 10 minutes in total. And I'm like, are you fucking serious?
He's in it for he's in it for like the first 20 minutes. You think he's dead, but spoiler alert, he's not. He comes back towards the end of the movie. And they
I know that's
explain it.
And I bet you also part of that was because they can only afford Stallone for a certain amount here and there. I don't think Stallone would have agreed to be in the Expendables 4 for as long as that was. That's so fucking ridiculous. Again.
Oh yeah, and also I'm willing to bet you that most of that film was shot in front of a green screen.
I mean, wait, how bad does it look? Was it not on location?
Looks horrible. Like it's really bad green screen, and also the blood, incredibly noticeable
CGI blood. I know CG. To be fair, the first two did have CGI blood, but I can kind of deal with it there. I still don't know why they didn't use squibs, but okay. But the fourth film having even more low budget CGI blood, I just can't take that. I fucking can't take that. CGI blood
I would rather
is like
watch
a cancerous wart.
I would rather watch CGI blood in Renfield because they can actually
at least with Renfield, I can kind of give an excuse to that because there's like if you squint, there's some practical, and on top of that, it's stylized. Like Renfield, if you really think about it, Renfield.
Here's another thing about Renfield, Steven. It's a comedy, so they can get away with it.
Well, also, it's just, because it's a comedy, it lends itself to, like, over-the-top, like, sort of, like, blood geysers and shit like that. So it's definitely done in, like, a very cartoony, fun way. Again, don't get me wrong, they could have still done it practical, but I mean, at least there, it's like I can deal with it. Plus, I will say it did feel like a Mortal Kombat movie with that X-ray kill towards the end. If y'all know what I mean, that was fucking. I did not expect that. I never thought I'd see.
I was literally about to shout fatality when I saw that in the theater. Like, I can't lie to you, I was about to shout fatality.
And I probably would have joined you in on that because, especially right after that happened, the dude like literally shot himself blood. That was pretty awesome.
Like, he vomits out and shits out blood.
Like that's pretty great. Like
that is funny.
Like I bet that like if the Expendables 4 had that, maybe, but no, not even that.
But they can't even lean into it. They take itself so seriously.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, the only Expendables I've seen are the first two. I didn't bother with the third.
The third one's actually not bad. Like
it's
the
not,
third one,
because I heard that they really pushed the PG-13 even further than the second.
Well, like I'll give it this. I mean, yeah, it's definitely PG-13, but it's like that one I can at least still have fun with because it's at least it kind of sustains what the franchise should be. Same thing with the second one. But 4,
no,
that one just broke. That one was the straw that broke the camel's back for me.
Also, at least 3 has a decent cast from what I've seen.
Mel Gibson's in it, and also
Harrison Ford. Is in it too. And I heard that Bruce Willis is in it more. Yeah, exactly. So you still have a better cast.
Schwarzenegger. And Schwarzenegger's in it too.
And Arnold's in it more. There you go. I don't know. I heard Chuck Norris doesn't return, but that's okay.
I mean, he's a dick in real life, so why would you want him to return?
He's not a dick in real life.
Yeah, he is, apparently.
Why is that?
I don't know, man. You might want to look this up for yourself. Because I don't want to talk about it.
Okay. I have an idea. I know what you're
just saying. Just saying.
Okay. All right. I mean, I don't know him personally, so I can't make that judgment either way. But anyways, yeah.
God, man. Like, I'm telling you this. Within, like, the first 20 minutes of Expendables, I wanted to walk out. Like, I was tempted within the first 20 minutes to walk out. Because, believe me, that's not the first time I've wanted to walk out of a movie.
What was the other time?
Meg 2 The Trench. I wanted to walk out of that.
Was it that bad?
It's horrible. Like all the shark stuff that's in like the last 15 minutes of the film, it's in the trailer.
So it's one of those trailers that shows more than it does anything else. That's kind of fucking stupid.
Yeah, and also my biggest culprit of a movie is I really wanted to walk out of this year.
What?
The Exorcist Believer.
God, I still don't know why David Gordon Green is trying to make trilogies out of all these classic horror films. I really don't get it. I just don't get it.
Look, I'll be real with you. I like the Halloween trilogy. Like, I really do.
To each their own.
So, okay. The first trailer to The Exorcist Believer, I hated it. I was like, why are they doing this? This is cash grab. Just don't. So the second trailer, and I was like, okay, you got me. Looks pretty good. I go to see the movie. I hated every second of it. Oof. I absolutely hated every second of my life watching it.
I heard it might be worse than the second one.
Oh, no, it is.
And I haven't seen it, but oh my God, that's saying something then. Damn.
That's a low bar, dude, because The Exorcist II, The Heretic is horrible. Like, it's horrible, but at least there was some good ideas thrown in there. Like, I'll give it that. They actually were trying to make a movie. But with Believer, it's cash grab. That's all it is. And plus, take out Ellen Bernstein from the original and Linda Blair, who appears in the last 10 seconds of the film. Spoiler alert.
Oh wow, so they were really trying to
Yeah, and
just
Ellen
they
Bernstein's
couldn't even
only
afford to
like,
have her in it that long.
oh yeah, and also Ellen Bernstein's only in it for like 10 minutes.
Again,
Remove them two, it's nothing. This is not a direct sequel to The Exorcist. The fact that they decided to slap the Exorcist name on this to actually make it part of the franchise just annoys the living shit out of me. Because it's like, dude, do you want to know how much Universal spent to proclaim the rights to the franchise?
how much?
$400 million.
God damn.
Yeah,
And
they
wait, did
spent
they buy the
$400
rights
million
off of, I
proclaiming the
believe,
rights.
I'm assuming they bought the rights off of Warner Brothers. Am I? Because I know that they
Warner
did the
Brothers was
first
the
one.
original owners of the franchise because that's when they
Yeah.
made the original.
Damn, that was kind of a bad deal. Because now, I mean, I don't think I don't know how did. I don't even know if Exorcist Believer actually did well at the box office. I think it might have broke
Oh no,
even,
it
but I'm
did.
not sure.
It did.
It did. Oh
It
yeah, no,
did.
it
And
did actually really well. I'm
a
looking
film
it
like
up now.
that breaks even, but a film like The Creator can't break even. Fuck off,
Actually,
people.
it did better than break even, which is shocking. It made because I just looked it up because it was 30 million. I guess worldwide it made 135. So it did pretty damn well, unfortunately. Which
I don't know
sucks
why
because
it
that
did.
means we're getting more, and that's not what I want.
And I'm gonna have to see them because people, because otherwise
You
people are
don't
gonna be like,
have okay, look. To be fair, you don't have to give them your money. You don't have to see it, right? That way
I know I
we'll get
don't
more.
have to, but it feels like I do have to because they make more.
Yeah, but then we get more of these movies.
You better hope and pray to God I get free passes for that shit. You better
God.
hope I do.
God.
My God, I hated Exorcist Believer. Worst film I've seen all year long. Holy crap, it's terrible. Like, I never thought that a film could get worse than Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. But I've actually kind of thought about that film over time, and I've given it. It's still half a star. Like, no question. It's still horrible. But there's at least a little bit more fun to be had with that film. There's at least some. There's, like, I'll give it this. I welcome the film. And there actually are some moments where it's actually really funny in the wrong way. But at the same time, it's like they still could have done so much more with it.
Right.
So I moved that one up. But oh my God. What did they do? What did they do to me?
Well, I will say this, Luke, and you may kill me. Speaking of horror films that came out this year, you and I are going to disagree on this, and that's okay. I respect that. I did see Five Nights at Freddy's. I don't know if I told you this. I want to say, how many days ago was that? I saw that in October. I saw it on Halloween. Didn't like it.
I kind of loved it. Sorry.
I know. I respect your opinion, but I
And
just
at
thought that.
least I'll tell you this. That film broke even within its like first weekend. It made $80 million. So it's like there's no question we're gonna get more.
Well, here's what I do hope is that if we get more, that it improves upon the first one. Because here's my thing. Look, I'm not going to pretend I'm a huge Five Nights at Freddy's fan. I'm really not, right? I've only played the first game years ago, back when it was like the hot new thing. And it was pretty good. I never played the sequels. I heard about them when they were coming out and all that kind of stuff. I never read the books or anything like that. But it disappointed me on the grounds of being an animatronic horror film. And I'm like, look, it's okay if it doesn't have the most original script or the most well-developed characters or anything like that. I can deal with that. Granted, it would be better if it had that, but I could deal with it. But it didn't even deliver on the animatronic mayhem at all. It was very slow-paced. The red herring, which I am not going to spoil in case anyone here hasn't seen the movie, was very obvious from the beginning. very, very obvious. And I'll say this, Matthew Lillard being in it for 10 minutes, if you count up all the time he's in there, when they boosted him up as being like in the movie for so long, just like why? Like why? I don't get that. It just it was disappointing, but I know they used practical. The Jim Henson group was involved with that film. I mean, I'm sure there was some CGI with like the eyes and everything like that, and some of the more animated attacks. So there's that. And again, I think they built up a decent foundation, but I really hope with the second one, it just goes all out. We remove the PG-13. We go R. We make it faster paced. That's what I hope.
But then at the same time, if they do that, it's going to follow the formula where it's like making it rated R does not make it better.
It would have actually helped a little bit, though. Come on, let's be a little bit honest.
No, I'm saying hold up a second, Steven. Hold up a second.
All right.
I was saying for sequels, like you make something PG-13 first, and then you make the next one rated R, and it doesn't help anything. Like, let me give you an example. Die Hard. Live Free or Die Hard, PG-13. A Good Day to Die Hard was rated R, and it sucked balls.
Yeah, but that movie had a lot of other problems outside of that, to be fair.
And the two Hellboy films, those were PG-13. The remake was rated R, and that was terrible. Alien vs. Predator. First was PG-13. Second was rated R. That was bad. Expendables. Expendables 3 was PG-13. Expendables was rated R, and it helped nothing.
So, look, in regards to Expendables 4, I definitely can't comment because I'm sure that movie's a piece of shit and I haven't seen it yet. In regards to the sequels that you mentioned, that them being rated R, look, yes, they're worse movies, but the rated R aspects, well, they didn't help out much. They definitely did add like a little bit of visceral fun. It definitely didn't help out the stories or characters much. That's definitely, I'm not saying rated R is going to make a huge leap in quality. I'm just saying it adds a little bit more of like a punchy spark to it, like adding a little bit of salt to food. You know what I mean?
I get that, look, but that doesn't always help.
I'm not saying it always helps because in the case of, like you said, with AVP, yeah, the first one both of them are bad films. At least I think both of them are bad films.
Well, I like the first one enough for what it is because it actually sustains itself. It's actually kind of one of those films where it's like you don't really have to be ashamed of yourself for liking it so much. But with Requiem, it's like you can't see shit. You can't see it.
The light. Look, the rated R didn't help because the lighting was so bad you couldn't see anything. The characters were horrible, and
they also tried to set up for a sequel at the end.
And cool concepts like the Predalien were wasted because, again, you could barely see the fucking costume in the movie. And, yeah, but the moments that you do get to see the rated R definitely makes the action look a little better than the first. I'm not going to deny that.
But then at the same time, you still can't forgive the horribly lit other action sequences because they're so poorly done.
No, I agree 100%. But I was just saying now granted, you know, also in regards to Hellboy, that movie also had just horrible CGI, horrible casting for David Harbour.
The only thing that they have going for it is blood.
Well, I mean, to be fair, I don't think that was the only thing they had going for it. I think that, you know, they did try to make it a little bit more like, you know, they still tried keeping in that like kind of like, you know, dark, hellish atmosphere of the first two, which I appreciate. But the casting, you know, David Harbour, good actor, not going to deny that, but him as Hellboy just doesn't work. And just the script was just all over the place.
Well, plus the film faced a lot of studio interference, so it's like,
yeah,
it wasn't really doing David Harbour any favors.
I feel like if Neil Marshall really was just like let go by like studio interference or anything like that and really made his vision for Hellboy, we could have gotten a lot better of a movie.
We could have had like an actual like a really good film. I could even like surpass the other two.
But you know, I mean, I think most of us, even if it was good, I think most of us can agree that we all would rather see we would have rather seen a Hellboy 3 than a Hellboy reboot.
We would have rather seen Guillermo del Toro and Ron Perlman make their third film.
I would have rather seen that too.
But then all of a sudden, Ron Perlman has to go and be in shit like The Baker. What the hell was that?
I just don't. Everyone would call for him. He's even but I heard from my teacher. This was years ago, even before Hellboy 2019 was even announced, mind you. I heard years ago when I was in high school, my teacher for English, we were talking, I talked to him for a second outside of lunch, and he said that he recently went to a con and he actually met Ron Perlman, and he said that Ron Perlman, from what I remember, he said that Ron Perlman would have liked to do a Hellboy 3, but it just hasn't happened. So I don't know if it's even ever going to happen.
Well, at the same time, I think he's a bit too old now.
Now it's a little bit too late, yeah. Ron Perlman's definitely
if you look
getting
at him
up
now,
there.
if you look at him now, he is way too old.
Also, it's going to be one of those sequels that's kind of like so... Because look, I think it's been over 10 years since Hellboy 2 has come out. It definitely has. Oh yeah, no, dude, it's been a while since Hellboy 2 has come out. So, and to be fair, the gap between Hellboy 1 and 2 is already like a 4-year gap. So, it's gonna come off as one of those like over a decade later sequels, and it's gonna be maybe it's good, but it's mostly gonna be like kind of like built on the nostalgia of the Hellboy fans. And it may not be that good. So if it was going to come out, it's kind of already past its prime.
Way past its prime.
Way past its prime.
Because it's like, you could be making something else, but it's like, you have to do this to make a quick buck. And it's like, nobody really remembers those other two very well. So
to be fair, Hellboy 2 did end on a good ending, though. I will say that. So
yeah, I will agree with you.
It isn't like incomplete. So I'll give them that. They at least edited it well. Speaking of Guillermo, for some reason I did not care for Pinocchio, even though it's a very well-made film. I don't know why. I guess I'm not too. This is my first Pinocchio film ever, so that's to be said. But I will say this: the visuals were stunning in that movie. And I'm glad it's getting a Criterion release, because anytime we get streaming films on physical media, that is a win.
I already have that on the way. So it is pre-ordered. It is secured. Mm-hmm. I will be having that in my possession pretty soon.
There you go. Also figured you should know we have rumors of a couple of more Netflix films on the way. The Ritual and Babysitter 1 and 2 are rumored to be getting Blu-rays next year. As well as, even though I don't really plan on watching the show, I know you like it, Wednesday is getting a Blu-ray soon, I think, next year.
Yeah, and I'm happy it is, because it deserves one.
Again, these are rumors, but I just figured you just want a little.
I would once Wednesday is like officially announced for a Blu-ray, it's getting in my cart right away. Like, I'm going to buy it.
There you go.
So, but speaking of which, I will show. Dude. If my Criterion collection was small from last time, I think I've gained some more. I've got some more Criterions, but since because I haven't shown them off in a while, like all of them, I guess I can go through all of them, and they're all in number order by the spine number. So like here, like right down here, the little spine number here,
54. So it's definitely a earlier Criterion. Okay, couldn't read it too well.
Oh, it's all right. Yeah, thanks, camera, you little bitch. Anyways, first up is the 39 Steps, one of Alfred Hitchcock's first films.
Okay.
Classic right there. Kind of like a Hitchcockian kind of movie, but definitely not in the sense of Hitchcock. Charade. One of my favorite thrillers. Really, really love this movie. Spine number 57. Got a Wes Anderson film. I think this is the only Wes Anderson movie I even have on Criterion, but this is definitely one of my favorites of his. Rushmore. Look, dude, just look at that Criterion cover. It's
simplistic, but I like it.
I mean, yeah, but then again, sometimes simpler is better. Like,
Yeah.
can't always just go, oh, look at all of my artwork. Isn't it beautiful? Shit like that.
Right.
The next up is the original and classic Straw Dogs.
That I know is one of your favorites from Letterboxd.
That's a classic movie. That's a classic right there. It's one of my favorites. Speaking of favorites, Ikiru, directed by Akira
That's
Kurosawa.
one I really want to watch.
It's fantastic. Like,
Especially since
really
it
good.
deals with the theme of death, and that's always something that's like, something that I love to see in movies.
yeah. And then next, speaking on favorites, Videodrome. My personal favorite David Cronenberg movie. Again, speaking on favorites, Bicycle Thieves. My personal favorite 40s film.
Wow. I hear it's a good Italian movie.
Yep. Oh. You want to talk about movies that I think are tough to watch, but you at least have to watch once? This is one of them right here. Hunger, directed by Steve McQueen. This is one of those films that's pretty tough to watch. But I'm just saying, you guys, if you guys love films, which I'm sure most of you do that are subscribed to the channel, but I'm just saying, if you guys really want to see a good film about prison life, you've got to check out Hunger. I promise you, it's really good.
I'm assuming that you got all these criterions because of a sale.
I actually ordered Hunger off of eBay.
Okay.
So, but most of them I did buy through a sale, and got one of them at a CD shop for like $20. So,
That's a good deal.
which it's not this one, but I'll tell you which one it is when we get to it.
Oh, there's more.
So we got The Thin Red Line from Terrence Malick.
Friend of mine has been
Favorite
telling me good things about that war film.
Oh wait, no, never mind. I know I said Rushmore. What might have been the only one I had on Criterion from Wes Anderson. I lied. The Darjeeling Limited. I forgot. Why did I forget that I owned this one? I love this movie. Oh, I want to give a special shout out to my boy Fritzky for this one. He watched this movie with me back in I think it was March. I think. It was my first time watching it. Blowout. The Brian De Palma film Blowout starring John Travolta.
Here's the remake of another film Criterion put out called Blow Up, I think.
I have not seen that one, but I did watch this.
Now, I know that, I'm assuming that's a 4K, right? Because I know that also came out.
No, that's just a Blu-ray.
Oh, okay. Because I was about to say, because I know Best Buy, which, obviously they're shutting down physical media, but I know Best Buy originally, when I went there, they actually had Criterions, and one of them was the 4K Blowout. So
the recent one I know they have is The Others with Nicole Kidman.
Yeah, that one did come out too.
Which I haven't bought yet, but I'm gonna wait till probably the next sale or so, probably to pick it up or something. I don't know.
Right, Criterion.
Or maybe if the Criterion website does like a flash sale or something, I'll pick it up.
Yeah.
But who knows? This was my those wasn't. I'll get to that one. This was my second Criterion that I ever got. The Great Dictator.
Ooh, some Chaplin.
And this is my personal favorite Charlie Chaplin movie. My favorite movie of this entire collection. If you were thinking I was going to say of all time, out of this collection.
Well, I know that your favorite of all time is coming out in January.
And I already pre-ordered it. So. I already pre-ordered it.
I wouldn't be surprised. So let's see what your
But
favorite
out
of
of
the
this collection
pickup is.
right now, this is my personal favorite, which is 12 Angry Men.
Oh, I thought you meant of just a pickup. So out of the collection until next year is what you mean.
Out of the collection until next year,
Wow.
this is my favorite. Is 12 Angry Men, and also my personal favorite, black and white film.
I definitely got to see 12 Angry Men. That's been on my watch list for a fat minute.
Oh, you want to talk about weird ass movies?
Let's see.
I don't think you can get weird like being John Malkovich.
Yeah, I hear that's really weird.
Weird
People
as
possessing
hell.
John Malkovich for a day. That's kind of a strange concept.
It really is. I mean, and the only people that can pull it off are people like Charlie Kaufman and Spike Jonze. Those are the type of people that can pull it off. And next up, another one of my favorites out of this collection, which is Shallow Grave. The first film, I think, yeah, this is the first film by Danny Boyle. Speaking of firsts, following first film from Christopher Nolan. Really enjoyed this movie. I watched it for the first time last year, and I really, really enjoyed it. Is it the best Nolan film? No.
But hey, it's his first, so it's a good stepping place.
It's a really good time capsule kind of movie. So that's a good movie.
There we go.
A comedy classic in my mind. It's a Mad, Mad World. Oh my god, dude. I watched this film for the first time earlier this year with my buddy Tyler, aka Mind of a Nerd. Why can't comedies just be like this anymore? This movie's so freaking funny. This is one of the more recent pickups I got. Little movie called Don't Look Now. I heard this film is very, very artsy and has a really graphic sex scene in it. I've heard some interesting things about this movie, and I heard the ending was really, really creepy. So I'm interested in this one. And when I found this was actually at Barnes and Noble, I was like, yeah, I have to buy this one. Because I
was
really
that the only blind buy out of the Criterions that you got?
Let me see. No, but I mean, this is one of them I got. One of the ones I got this month. I did buy Charade, Rushmore, Kiru, and Blowout also this month. I did buy those this month. Same thing with Don't Look Now. But again, I will point out which ones I did. I should probably point out which ones I did buy this month. But next up, okay, this is the one I got at a CD shop for $20, and this is a 4K Criterion. It's Mulholland Drive.
I hear it's a weird ass movie by Lynch.
I mean, it's David Lynch, dude. What else would you expect?
That's true.
Because, I mean, I've seen something like Elephant Man, Blue Velvet, and Eraserhead. Those are weird movies. Those are weird. I still haven't seen Lost Highway yet. Which I do own, but not on Criterion, but I do own it. And then we got Inside Llewyn Davis from the Coen Brothers. Right? Here's another one of the ones I got for the sale. But I ordered this one and the next one, and then another one a little bit later off of Amazon. So I bought the original 1942 version of Cat People.
I think that movie turned 100 or something recently, or some shit like that. No, I could be very wrong about that.
I said 1942, so
I think
it's got years to go before it does that.
Okay, yeah.
And then I recently just watched this one, 1984. Really, really good movie. Really
That's
good.
not the only adaptation, I don't think. I think there's like 2 more.
I'm not sure exactly, but I watched this one.
Yeah, I hear that's good.
here, but I'm gonna move spots here really quick since my phone's almost dead. So, but I'm gonna try to find a way so that way I can hide these for a second, so that way you don't see them for a minute.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, what's the fun in doing this if I can't hide them?
That's true.
Okay, come on. Got this. All right. See if this works. There we go. All right, let's try that. There we go. Well, much better. Okay, so we got a few more. We got Until the End of the World from Wim Wenders.
That's a long ass movie from what I've heard.
It's almost 5 hours long.
Jesus Christ. Would you say that's the longest movie you own?
It is, yes. It actually is the longest movie that I own in my collection. But it's worth it, man. It's worth the watch for sure. Got another one of my favorites out of this stack. We got Failsafe. And then, okay, now this was my first Criterion. It's The Irishman.
Ooh, I have that one too. I have that in Marriage Story.
Great Scorsese film. So good.
Very.
And then we got, I got this one for the sale this month. Deep Cover.
Ooh.
Lawrence Fishburne. Another one I got. I actually just received this one yesterday in the mail. Miller's Crossing. Coen Brothers. Shout out to Fritzky for this one. He sent this to me as a Christmas present. Pink Flamingos.
Oof, I don't know if I could watch that one. From what I've seen, is very gross. A little bit too much for my
It's
taste.
gross, man. Oh my god. I don't know if I want to watch that movie again, somebody's gonna need to really give me motivation to. I swear to you, somebody's gonna have to do that for me. And then we got The Worst Person in the World.
That got a Blu-ray?
It did.
I actually did not know that.
Well, it did.
Huh. Okay. I thought that was just a streaming exclusive.
No, it's a Neon film, so.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I mean, some Neon films have gotten Blu-rays. I mean, dude, I own It Lives Inside on Blu-ray, and that's from Neon.
You can never be surprised these days with what gets a Blu-ray, so there you go.
I mean, I guess you're right, but still. Oh, yeah, The Worst Person in the World I also got this month as well for the sale.
I thought you said you didn't like that film in one of your original streams.
No, I do like it. It's just the way that the film was executed wasn't my cup of tea. But I did get it because I do want to because I love the look of the Criterion and I do want to give the film another try. Maybe see if it'll work out.
Right.
Like sometimes that's also a big reason like why I love also collecting physical media in general. Even if I do buy bad movies, there's some of them I just want to give another try. Like, let me see. I'm trying to think of one I didn't really like. A film like Armageddon Time with Anthony Hopkins. I didn't like that movie when I first saw it, but I did want to give it another try, so I did buy it. Okay, now here's one I really did like. Devil in a Blue Dress, starring Denzel Washington. Directed by Carl Franklin. I haven't seen him really much from Carl Franklin. Just going to say that. And then we got Drive My Car.
That one of the best pictures, I think, the year it came out for best foreign film, I think.
And also was nominated for Best Picture, so. But here's the Best Picture nominee I actually think could have won Best Picture, but fuck it, this should have won Best Picture. Sound of Metal. This was, I mean,
Ooh.
even though Promising Young Woman was my favorite film of 2020, this one was close contention. I would have picked this one to win Best Picture. Last two are the last two that I got for the sale this month. Got another Netflix exclusive film added to the collection on Blu-ray, which is The Power of the Dog. Another big Best Picture nominee. It was nominated for a whole bunch of accolades. Now, this was one of those films I was like really scared it was going to win Best Picture because I do like this movie. I do. But if this one won Best Picture, I really would not be very happy because it's like, it's good, but it's like Best Picture worthy.
Right.
So.
I think Benedict Cumberbatch's in that one. Is he? I don't remember.
Yeah, he is.
Okay. Just trying to make sure I got that right.
Yeah, you are right. Benedict Cumberbatch. It's a good movie, though. It is a good movie. I'll give it that. It is a good movie. And last, but certainly not least, Mikey! What's up, Mikey?
Hello.
How's it going, bud? And then we might still be on, dude. Might still be on. We'll see. And then last criterion, Mike will be proud of me for this one. After Hours.
I know. I haven't seen it, but I know that that's one of those movies that people were begging on their hands and knees, like True Lies in the Abyss. One of those movies that people were begging to come out to Blu-ray. So when that criterion came out, I would not be surprised if it sold out immediately. That's one of those movies that was just like begged to come out, and it finally did.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure no one's really surprised about this, but I have never seen After Hours.
I haven't either, but
yeah, I've never seen this movie.
There's a lot of Scorsese you got to watch, to be fair, but
Let's see. I'm trying to think. I have never seen Don't Look Now. I haven't seen Cat People. I have not seen 1980. Well, no, I have seen 1984. Excuse me. I haven't seen Deep Cover, and I haven't seen Miller's Crossing. So, like, those for sure I know I have not seen.
So you said you haven't seen Miller's Crossing?
No, I've never seen Miller's Crossing.
Oh, yeah.
I've never seen it. I want to, though, because it's the Coen brothers.
Out of all those criterions, what do you think is your one that you're going to get to first out of all the blind buys?
Let me get them all quick. So,
yeah, out of the ones you haven't seen.
I know. Those are the ones that I am grabbing. If I can get this back up. There we go. Okay, so it's what I remember. It's Don't Look Now, Mulholland Drive, Cat People, Deep Cover, After Hours, and Miller's Crossing. If you were to ask me, so yeah, you're asking me which one I would get to first out of all these. I think I would probably say Cat People. I'm actually really interested in this movie. But Don't Look Now also, I'm like really, really wanting to check this movie out. It looks really, really interesting. But you want to know one criterion I was thinking about buying for the sale, but for some reason I passed on it?
What?
The movie Dressed to Kill.
The De Palma movie?
Yep, with Michael Caine. The one with the serial killer dressed as a woman.
I would have liked to see that one too, but I haven't had the time to grab the criterion of that.
I mean,
or the money.
I have seen it before, actually. I have seen it.
Right.
But it's just I already had like 8 criterions in my hand when I went to Barnes & Noble. Like, I had 8 criterions in my hand, and I was like, I could add another one, but now's not the time.
Right. There's some times where you got to tell yourself, it's like, I can't justify spending for another. I get that. No, I feel you on that one.
Because I mean, I already bought enough Criterions this month. I bought like how many did I buy? Like 12.
Right.
Yeah, because I bought Don't Look Now, Cat People, Deep Cover, After Hours, Miller's Crossing, Power of the Dog, Worst Person in the World, Blowout, Rushmore, and Charade, and Ikiru. Oh, and 1980. Did I say 1984?
You did say 1984.
Okay, good. Because if I forgot that one, I would bitch slap myself.
I
swear to
think
God, dude, because I really like that movie.
I think out of all the Criterions that I'm interested in picking up, I would say that I'm probably wanting to get Thelma and Louise. Maybe branded. What?
Not a bad choice, man. Thelma and Louise is.
It's a
But I
great
was gonna
movie,
say-
yeah.
I was gonna say one I was gonna pick up, but this one pissed me off though because I actually really do like this movie, and I wanted to see if it would actually make it better on a rewatch. I was gonna buy it, but guess what? It had a fucking loose disc. It's for a little
Well,
older
yeah,
film
no, that's
called-
always scary.
Yeah, it's for a little older film called The 400 Blows.
Yeah, I've heard of that one too. I think that's another foreign film. I think that's a French movie or something like that. I hear that one's good.
I have seen that one already, and it's really good. And there's a couple of Hitchcock films I did want to buy. I did want to buy The Lady Vanishes and Notorious. But then again,
Right.
dude, I really gotta slow him down, but it's like at the same time I can't.
You got 8 Criterions though, dude. I'm lame. Like the last time I had the sale, I bought like only 2 or something like that. I gotta up my game on Criterions because the only Criterions I own, I think, are, and I may sell one of them. I think are 3 Outlaw Samurai. I might sell that one. I have War of the Worlds, the Lone Wolf and Cub set, Godzilla, Marriage Story, The Irishman, Boyhood, but the case is bent like a fucking banana, so it's like all messed up looking, and I think that's it.
Wait, what was the first one you said you had?
I had 3 Outlaw Samurai, which I might get rid of. I'm debating
Three
on
Outlaw
that.
Samurai. What's that? What's that one?
It's a samurai movie by Hideo Gosha. It came out in the let me see the year on this. It came out in the 64. It's a samurai movie. I'm rewatching certain movies to see if they stay or go. And this is one I'm like debating on. And then War of the Worlds I have, which I'm definitely keeping. I'm just not going to get the 4K because the Blu-ray is fine for me. I have the Godzilla Criterion set. I have Lone Wolf and Cub. I have Marriage Story, The Irishman. Oh, no, I'm forgetting one. I have Come and See. I have Come and See on Blu-ray. Yeah, the Russian war movie. And then as for ones to get, I may get Ikiru, but I just have a feeling that Criterion may re-put it out as a 4K. I'm not sure.
I did, but in case you're wondering which version of Pinocchio I did buy for the Criterion, I did buy the 4K.
You bought the 4K? Nice.
Got the 4K
I do like
with Train Spotting. I did get the 4K for that one
instead of the standard Blu-ray, right?
Well, right, because I mean, if it's a Criterion for my favorite movie of all time, I want it on 4K. Like,
yeah, you're gonna want to go. You want to go extra. I get you. I mean, in terms of Pinocchio, yeah, I didn't love the film, but I will say the packaging on that Criterion is fucking just beautiful. Like the pop out, it's like his nose pops out in the packaging from the pictures and the artwork that they have. It looks great. It looks like a great release coming out. I mean, I guess I'm not surprised that one's coming out. I'm sure Guillermo would have wanted that movie to come out on Blu-ray. I'm sure of that.
They're still full price, but the one for Pinocchio I ordered that one from Best Buy. That was like $35. So I mean, I'm not complaining.
Yeah, that's a good deal. I also want to get Wall-E from Criterion. That should be a good one grab.
I was gonna say, I actually bought something at Best Buy the other day I mean, I did buy a few other things, but I wanted to show this one off because I bought
Gotta
another
get them
Scream
before they
Factory
go.
title. What's going on, Steven?
I said you got to get them before they go because remember, Best Buy is not going to be selling Blu-rays for much longer.
I know, but I got this one because it's a Scream Factory 4K,
Okay.
and it is the original 80s version of My Bloody Valentine.
I am also going to be upgrading my Blu-ray to that as well, most likely. That's a good slasher.
This take will set the chat on fire.
Mm-hmm.
I prefer the remake.
I haven't seen the remake. I've only seen the original.
I prefer the remake. I mean, don't get me wrong though. I really like the original. Like the original, I think is actually a lot of fun, but I think the remake was honestly a lot better.
Okay.
Just
Right. Putting it out there.
Just saying. Don't come at me, people. Just saying. But I also did buy the 4K steelbook for Sympathy for the Devil.
The
new,
Nicolas Cage.
flick. Yeah, I did buy that. I did buy Forrest Gump on 4K because it was actually at a pretty decent deal.
I heard the 4K transfer is not so good. I just have the original.
I got the
Blu-ray.
newer restoration for it. So
Okay.
I did buy Bram Stoker's Dracula, the 1992 one from Francis Ford Coppola. So yeah, I got that one, and I did buy the Illumination version of the Grinch because I think it was like $10
Might as
on
well.
4K, and it had a slipcover, so I was like, "Yep, getting it.
Right.
It's mine." So there's that.
I just have the Karloff Grinch movie. That's kind of what I need.
Yeah, but let's see what. Oh yeah, I mean, I'll definitely be showing off the rest of what I picked up in my haul video by the end of the month, but I went pretty ham for Black Friday.
Definitely got a lot of titles.
I did. Not even that. I just even also got a lot of titles for the month in general. Like I know there's
Like
more.
November was
But-
insane for you, essentially. November was insane.
I mean, October was crazy though too, man.
That's true.
But I
We
mean,
also had a lot that came out in October, though, to be fair.
true that, but also we also got a lot coming out in December too. So it's like,
And hopefully some announcements in September as well.
so like, because let's see, first week of December for me, I'm definitely gonna be buying is Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. Like I'll definitely be buying that. Week after is like stacked. Like December 12th, dude, it is packed with physical media. Because let's see, what do we got? We got the oh. Oh. Okie dokie. I do not know what happened.
That was me. I accidentally clicked out the tab. Sorry about that.
Dude.
Oh no, yeah, no, that was like a big whoops on my part. Yeah, where were you again? You said December 12th is going to be a big day.
Yeah, for physical media. Gavin's here.
Hey,
What's up, Gavin?
Hey, Gavin, I don't think I've seen you before. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good.
It's good to see you, buddy. How you doing?
I'm glad. I just finished my stream on my channel, so I thought I'd stop in and see what's going on over here.
Yeah, there you go, buddy.
Nice.
It's always a pleasure having you here. So,
It's always fun being here. So
I mean, whenever it comes to fun, dude, you're in the right studio. So just saying.
December 12th, yeah. I'm also going to be trying to grab some. Oh, wait, let me see. I forgot what's coming out soon. Oh, yeah, the Face Off 4K is coming out December 12th. Oh, my
And
God. I
also,
got to
one
get
of my
that.
personal favorite films of the year is coming out on December 12th. Dumb Money. Like, dude, I can't, dude. Give it to me now. Like, I need Dumb Money.
I haven't seen
Isn't
it, so I
FNAF coming out that day as well?
Yep. FNAF.
I
yeah,
heard
I'm
they
gonna
might be
pick up
doing a
that one on
steelbook for FNAF as well.
Yeah, FNAF is coming out. Ninja Turtles, The Creator, Dumb Money. Al Yankovic is coming out, and Mando seasons 1 and 2 are coming out on Steelbook.
Oh, that's right.
And then did I say The Creator?
You said The Creator, and on top of that, I did see it recently, and I wasn't that fond of it, to be honest with you.
Damn.
Sorry.
I'm
Man.
definitely.
I will
picking up
say
at
though,
least
it was
TMNT
nice
and,
to go into the theater to see The Creator and be the only one there, since I didn't have to worry about any irritating theater goers, because my last theater experience was not good. Not good.
And what was that with?
That was with Across the Spider. Well, that wasn't my last one, to be fair, but Across the Spider-Verse might have been one of the worst theater experiences I've ever had. People just like, it was like a college frat party next to me. It was insane. It was up to my wits with the people who were trying to bother me.
Don't worry, man. Like, I already sense that I'm probably gonna have like a worse one sometime down the line, but it's like I can't really.
Didn't you say Firestarter was so bad they literally had to kick some people out?
Really?
Like, because there were people towards the back. I think they were like students, and they were just yap 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 yap. They were yapping pretty much throughout the entire movie.
I mean, it was an awful movie, but at least be considerate.
I mean, it was bad, but it was like I still wanted to at least pay attention.
Exactly, yeah. Probably one of my worst ones was a Mario movie this year. People next to me, it was a packed house. Everybody was just talking, and I was just trying to have a good time with the movie. I did, but it was still just awful experience.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and also kind of the same. I kind of had a somewhat kind of bad experience with Barbie because I was sitting towards the back, and my best buddy was sitting a row in front of me, and thankfully the seat next to him was empty. There were these 2 young girls that were sitting next to me on my left that were annoying as fuck throughout the movie. So I was like, I can't take it anymore. I'm gonna go sit by my buddy because we planned out to go see it, and then all of a sudden, like, I ordered my tickets so that way we could try to find a way to sit together, but that didn't work out. So yeah, that was not a good theater experience. The Little Mermaid is another one that comes to mind. There was a guy that was sitting in my row. His phone rang. He forgot to fucking turn off his
ringer
his phone. And guess what? He had the balls to answer it in the theater.
Nah.
What a dick.
No,
what the hell?
I'm not kidding you. He answered it in the theater.
That's all.
He
Oh my
answered
God.
it yesterday.
Like, what is so important about that phone call that you couldn't just at least step out of the theater to enter that? At least step out for a second to answer it. Don't take it in the theater or turn it off. You don't have to answer it.
Look, I'll tell you this. I would be even more mad if somebody answered their phone in the theater when I was watching Dumb Money. Like, that would be worse because it's like, well, what are you doing? You're ruining a good movie.
Mm-hmm.
But, or hell, even like what? Hell, I'd even go to the extent of saying, even though I couldn't even be able to see it in the theater, I would even go to the extent of saying like Bottoms. Like,
Bottoms was awesome.
Bottoms?
I loved that movie.
And dude, Gavin, I know do you follow Milne on Letterboxd at all or no?
I do, yeah.
He actually watched Bottoms.
Oh, I did not see that though.
I wasn't even like aware that he would watch it. Like I thought I didn't even think he even would, based on the kind of subject the film is like poking fun at, like, or hell, even the type of comedy that movie is doing. Like raunchy humor, like "Shut up, nerd! I fucked your mom."
Yeah. I had a good time with that movie. I had so much fun.
Like seriously, like get out of the car. You can't tell me what to do. Get out of the fucking car. And then they don't like he just acts like it was like he like broke his leg because of a freaking like it was like this close to his ankles. Like this close.
It was hilarious. I had such a blast with that one.
I love that movie. Like seriously. Oh my god. That movie's like even if like you don't laugh throughout that movie, you gotta appreciate how ambitious that movie is. Like,
Yeah, I was genuinely surprised watching because I like in like the end of the second half when like the friendship breaks up and all that stuff. I was like, that's a little bit too stereotypical. What's up, Mike?
What's up?
But
Wait. So you're
yeah.
not Movies and Train? You've
Nope,
been lying to
change
me
the
all
name.
this time.
Change the name, bucko.
But
Like,
going
just the
back
name.
to
You son of a bitch. You've lied to me.
You son of a bitch.
But going back to Bottoms, I thought it was getting a little bit too stereotypical, and I was like, I don't know, it was going so well this time, and I got too ambitious, and then it's just like just a massacre during the third act, and it won me back in because it was just such an awesome movie.
yeah, it's you basically take some elements of Heathers and mix it in with films like Greener Grass, Fight Club, or hell, I'll even go to the extent of saying like The Breakfast Club in some ways.
Mm-hmm. That's
You
probably
basically
fair, yeah.
get Bottoms. Like it's basically Fight Club for the hot chicks. That's basically what I like to call Bottoms. Fight Club for the hot chicks. Because I mean,
not a bad description.
this is a literal tagline for Bottoms. A comedy about empowering women, the hot ones.
I love that tagline so much. That's so funny.
Yes, it's oh my god. Could the two untalented gays please report to the principal's office? I think the principal literally just calls that over the intercom. Like that's not even a joke.
And they knew exactly who they were talking about as well.
And like the two girls in front of them were like, "Yes, that's you guys."
I love
I
that
mean-
movie. I got that one's due for a rewatch for sure.
I mean, like, what am I supposed to say? I'm be like, "Hey, girl, how's your boyfriend? How's his penis?"
Yeah.
That's the comedy in there for you, buddy.
Wow.
But I'm telling you, like, even if it's just like that kind of lowbrow comedy, it's like the film's a lot more unique than that.
Absolutely.
Let's
It's not just
see.
edgy comedy for the sake of edgy comedy. Like it fits so well into the film.
Yeah, like it's definitely quite a bit of like Gen Z humor, but it's like the movie knows it.
Yeah.
And plus, Emma Seligman, the director of the film, who I already know she's gonna have a bright future ahead of her based off of that film, and also from what I've been hearing with Shiva Baby.
Shiva Baby
Bro.
was just okay.
Well, to you it was. Just saying, I
Yeah.
haven't seen it,
Yeah.
but I'm just saying she has a career ahead of her. And plus, she literally destroys the comedy genre with that move with Bottoms. Like, because there are some things that they say in that movie that you cannot say in modern day comedies.
I was surprised
Like,
at how much they like got away with that one.
like the biggest example is it's given in the trailer, so this is not necessarily a spoiler. It's the one I did earlier. Like, are you cheating on me? No. I literally saw you last night. Shut up, nerd! I fucked your mom. And it's literally said by one of the football players. Again, you
Wow.
cannot say that in modern day comedies. Like,
I don't know.
a lot of modern day comedies will just be like, no, too raunchy. Like
Yeah,
But
at least
also
it's not
watch-
like an offensive joke or anything.
but it will definitely offend some people. Like,
I don't
just
know.
saying,
Your mom
it
joked
can
about
offend
it, too.
people like that.
Yeah.
I mean, but that's the point of comedy. It is
Edgy
supposed to
I mean,
offend
edgy
people.
like Yeah, I mean, edgy comedies this year have been pretty good. I mean, at least for the ones I watched. I mean, Bottoms and No Hard Feelings. I really loved both of those.
Joyride
Yeah.
was great. I love Joyride.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Joyride. That one was awesome too.
I know I had
Oh,
Joyride in here. I was
wait,
about to pull
it
it up.
glows.
It glows. Yeah.
I watched
not
that one with my
about an
grandma. I didn't know what it was about.
asshole.
I was just like, it looks funny. I'll watch it with my grandma, and that was
Awkward.
Is that a
yeah.
condom? like seriously, like when Deadeye's like literally holding a condom filled with cocaine, Audrey's just like, "Is that a condom?" Like, oh my, that scene is like, even if it's still shown in the trailer, like the way that they do this scene, like in the actual movie, is wild.
yeah.
Because they're literally shoving like they're just putting drugs inside their clothes, and then Stephanie Shu gets back to the cocaine shoved up her ass. Like I think she had like 7 or 8 bags of cocaine shoved up her ass. Like
And
I
one
think
of
it
them
was
blew up in
8. I
her
think
ass.
they said. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, one of them blew
she's
up.
like,
in
I
there,
think only 7, but I think I put an 8.
too. Yeah, and then it blew up in her ass.
Oh my god. Now I want to watch that movie again for some reason.
There's a lot of stuff I gotta rewatch soon.
But No Hard Feelings was also really good. I really enjoyed that one for sure.
I think I gave
No
that
Hard
one a
Feelings was
9.
okay, in my opinion. I thought
That's
that it
fair.
was just okay. I thought that it actually could have been a little bit raunchier than it was. But I will say this. I will say this as a man. That scene on the beach.
Yep.
The
scene.
scene on the beach.
I
Oh.
recorded
That
a-
is all I'll say. And let me just say this. Unlike Wolf of Wall Street, which I also love, I'm just saying, there is no flesh pants because Margot Robbie was wearing flesh pants. Sorry, but spoiler alert, that wasn't her real vagina in the movie.
God dang it.
I know.
You ruined it.
Well,
I
that
don't know.
scene
No, we
in
can,
No Hard
no, we can
Feelings
spoil it
is
because all 4 of us in the room have seen No Hard Feelings.
that movie. That scene in No Hard Feelings was legit,
Mhm.
and
I know it was
I remember.
legit,
I
but
remember.
that was also
second
one of the
time-
hardest laughs I've had in the theater all year. Was with that.
I'm just
was with the
surprised
beach.
that Jennifer Lawrence was like, "Yeah, I'm just gonna, do that scene," and I'm like,
You're not gonna
okay.
you're not gonna CGI this. I'm just gonna do it.
You're not gonna CGI this.
Yeah.
You're not gonna stunt double this. I'm actually gonna do this," and I'm like, "Okay, thank you."
And
How do
you
you
really got to
CGI
applaud her
everything?
for actually like you really got to give her credit
I'm
for doing
sure, Mike. Look, I'm sure they could CGI her vagina if they wanted to. I'm sure somewhere in the future we're going to get digital clitorises for sure. I will
that.
not
Oh my
deny
God.
it.
Digital.
We're gonna get Segerus or whatever the fuck it's gonna be called.
Segerus,
It's
oh
gonna
my
happen.
Well, I was gonna say,
CGI.
speaking of good comedies, anybody have another good one name off the top of their heads?
Don't mind
This
Or my
year?
Hey, Mike, where my
Whoa.
pussy at?
him. Run out in lightning with your dick out or whatever the fuck.
You got to run through lightning with your dick out.
Yeah, that's the line. That's the line.
For No Hard Feelings, though, I recorded a movie reaction to that one, and unfortunately, it got I edited it so many times and it got copyright claimed, so I just didn't bother uploading it. But I had a blast watching that one, and the reaction was I loved the movie reaction video, but it's just shame I couldn't upload it. But it was fun.
They just couldn't do any. They were just like, nope, you're not doing this.
Aw, no, don't
It
tell me that I accidentally deleted my favorites of the year list. No,
Uh-oh.
don't tell
Oh.
me that. I accidentally did that. I think damn it.
The beach scene? That was
Son
so
of a
much fun to
whore.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay. Funny
Tom-
story about No Hard Feelings, real quick. So,
what's up?
second time I watched it, I was editing, and then I went downstairs, and my family was watching the damn movie. And you want to know what scene was on when I went down there?
The beach scene?
Yeah, the beach scene. Yep.
Oh my god, dude, that must have been so awkward.
That
I
must
walked
have
right
been
out. I saw it, and I was like, "Y'all seen this movie?" And they were like, "Nope." Found it on Netflix. I was like, "Well, I'm walking out of here."
Yeah,
But
no,
I understand.
there's no time. You just got to get out of that situation, man.
Yeah, I ended up staying. I stepped out of the room, grabbed a cup of yogurt, and then came back in because I'm a perv. But you know,
I was gonna say, let's speak on other good comedies this year. Like
I liked Cocaine Bear.
Cocaine Bear, I liked a lot. That one was fun.
That's
The-
a good one for sure.
the bear
Could've used
gave
more-
cocaine, Dad. Fuck this. Like seriously, oh my god. Like
Mm-hmm.
Steven, I'm sorry to say, I know you didn't like this one, but like Gavin, have you seen this particular one I'm about to talk about? Mike, I know you've seen this
Which one?
Mm-hmm.
Here, I'll give you a hint. I'm gonna bite his dick off.
Oh, Strays.
Oh, that movie was
Great.
Oh my God.
alright. That was not very good at all. Actually,
I have not.
There's
I have
some
not seen
funny
that one
movie
yet. I have
moments in
Peacock. It's on
Strays.
Peacock.
Gavin,
I have to
you've gotta
watch it.
check
I
out
just haven't
Strays.
yet.
Look, that movie was hyped up
I
so
know
much
it's
for me.
it's biting me. I really want to watch it. I'm probably gonna watch it soon, but
That's a pretty funny one.
I mean, look, if you want to see, no, I'm not gonna spoil that because that's really funny. But there's some funny moments in Strays, but I just didn't care for it. Jamie Foxx, is cool to see him as a dog. That was pretty funny.
Jamie Foxx, dude. So like, what else can you really expect? It's
This
Jamie
poor guy.
Foxx.
This
Look,
poor
yeah, no,
guy has
Jamie
been in
Foxx
so
is
many
pretty
good movies this year, but he's also had a terrible year because of what happened like right at the beginning of the year or whatever. When he was
What
in
about,
the
like,
hospital.
Having a hell of a year when it comes to his career with like They Clone Tyrone, this, and The Burial.
Mhm.
what about like disappointing movies of the year? Like, what are your guys' most disappointing?
Okay,
films of the
I
year?
could
Napoleon.
probably list those
Napoleon,
off,
yeah.
but I'm probably going to get a lot of hate from this group right here. So, okay, so disappointing films of the year. I'm not a TMNT fan, but I really did not care for Mutant Mayhem. I thought that the art style was nice. I thought that, Superfly was a good villain, but I thought it was just way too dependent on pop culture references. I thought that the turtles themselves, look, I get that they're trying to be children, but it was just, I didn't care for their personalities in the film. It was not that good. About My Father kind of sucked. I'm not going to lie. I didn't care for
About
that
My
one.
Father did suck. Like,
About My Father sucked. Fury of the Gods was whatever. That was all right. I didn't
I
care
like
for
it.
it that much. The Flash, I did not like. The CGI
man.
babies. Good God.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay,
I
yeah,
mean,
the
bad,
CGI.
but like the movie is still good.
I will
Look,
admit,
despite the
CGI
controversy,
sucked.
Ezra is actually not a bad Barry Allen. He's not a bad Barry Allen, but
Agreed.
I thought that what was weird is that it makes no sense because he's playing, it's literally the same actor. The main Barry was the better actor than the alternate reality Barry, and they're the same person. So I have no clue. And again, they're the same actor too, so I don't know how that even happened. Supergirl was just thrown in
Different
there, and I just
character.
didn't like it. And then the
It's
Marvels,
even though
and
it's the same, even though it's the same character per se, it's a different
Yeah.
character.
Yeah, it's a different
they're at
character.
different points in the character. Yeah.
exactly.
Right.
Mhm.
Supergirl was shoehorned in. And
Yeah,
then
that was a little rushed. Supergirl
This
was
is
a
gonna
little rushed, for
kill. This is gonna kill Luke very bad, and I'm not trying to be controversial. I'm just trying to be honest. I did not care for Air or Cobweb.
sure. Oh,
I had a great time with Cobweb. I have yet to watch Air. I still have to because it's on Amazon. But I had a good time with Cobweb.
Well,
So-
Air wasn't bad. To be fair, Air wasn't a bad movie. I just thought it was just an average biopic.
I
I will say I
Love it.
do see why people don't like the Flash. Here's the thing though, like the biggest problem for me is I think the third act is a little sloppy. It takes a minute. Well,
Yeah.
the Cronenberg part, I think the scene in the grocery store is amazing. Like him and his mom, I love that. I think that's great. But
I thought that was a
think
decent
But
emotional
the very
scene.
end of the movie, after like the court case scene and George Clooney showing up, I was like, nope, you lost me.
yeah, I
No,
think
George
that was-
Clooney
that was
showing up,
interesting.
as bad as that was funny as hell.
And then I
because it
think,
just took
and I think
everyone
the
by
CGI.
surprise.
But it wasn't like funny.
No,
Like,
narratively, it also it doesn't make sense either. I agree.
Yeah,
agreed. Yeah.
the
but,
CGI sucked again. That we all can agree the CGI sucked.
Yeah.
But excluding like that stuff, I think the movie's great. I have an amazing time. I've seen it like 3 or 4 times now, and I love it. So
I think I've seen it
Yeah.
3 times, maybe not all the way through 3
Three.
times, but
3. But yeah, guys, I think it's starting to get late for me, so I'm probably gonna have to call it up because I also have to get up early for work in the morning.
ah, damn,
okay.
dude.
But hey, maybe I might do this again tomorrow because even though I still have to work, the next day, but it's like I don't have anything else planned.
Pick up the
All right.
conversation tomorrow.
Yeah, we can do that, and because
I might be able to join tomorrow. That'd be cool.
yeah, because if I didn't see Napoleon today, which by the way, so disappointing.
Yeah, I saw
Um,
your review on that on Letterboxd.
God damn it, Ridley Scott, what did you do to me? What did you do to me?
Again, Ridley Scott, he just hasn't been doing it for me lately.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, with the first 20 minutes of the film, I mean, I wasn't like bored, but I was like, this isn't bad. But it's like they definitely could.
I was so bored, dude.
I'm telling you right now, dude. I'm telling you right now. The romance that they had between Joaquin Phoenix and Vanessa Kirby was rushed as fuck. Like, it was rushed.
That was the only through line of the whole movie, though. And I was like, dude,
And they could, dude. Here's the thing, though. You want to know what would have actually made their relationship actually made me care? Actually giving us more time to actually help us make us care for one, and also kind of showing us their relationship before they got married, instead of just being like, "Oh, hi, yeah, we'll go on one date. Yep, we'll get married."
Yeah, I like the uniform. I remember the moment I left, it was when the little kid came up and asked for the sword, and I was like, what is the point of
Ooh.
this?
Wait, you say you left? Like you left the theater?
I literally walked out, and then I walked across the
shit.
hall to go start watching Thanksgiving for a second time, and then decided to shut down the projector on me. So then,
I
because
saw
no one
you,
else bought a ticket.
I
Put that in the
want-
group chat.
Yeah.
Well, at least I'll give you this. It wasn't like Expendables or Meg to the Trench where I actually really wanted to walk out. Like,
Yeah.
I'll
That
give
was
you
the
that.
first movie. That was the first movie I've ever walked out of a theater. And even though I've been super close for some of them, Haunting in Venice, unfortunately, being one of them, where I was just like really, really bored in the middle of it for whatever reason. I was actually really close to walking out of that, surprisingly. Batman versus Superman, when that came out, I remember I really wanted to leave, but then my aunt really wanted to stay. So I was like, oh my god.
Hey, Mike, you want to know another movie I was actually close to walking out of?
What?
Morbius.
Oh.
I almost walked out.
I
I
still
was
can't
close to
believe you
walking
saw
out of-
in the theaters.
I
In
saw
the
it.
theaters.
I'll tell you this. I didn't stay. Does this count of walking out? Because I mean, I didn't watch the post-credit scene. I walked out as soon as the credits started.
To be fair, the post credit scene is kind of retarded for that movie.
It is. It makes the movie even worse, dude.
I saw the
It's
movie.
so
Yeah, by that point,
embarrassing.
when the credits started, I was like, nope, I'm done. I'm getting
I
out.
think it had something to do with Spider-Man.
I'm worse. I stayed through all of it. I watched the post credits, and
Oof.
me and my brother were like, "What else are we gonna do?" We saw it opening day. So.
Yeah.
I was gonna say.
You
I-
saw
I was
opening day.
Literally, I'm not even kidding. Me and my
Oh,
grandpa,
oh.
we went to go see Napoleon, and we were like, "Yeah, this movie's gonna be awesome." We sat through this first 20 minutes, and we're like, "Yeah, this is not good, man."
I was gonna tell you.
So then,
You-
anyway, yeah, we walked across the hall to go watch Thanksgiving, and then freaking shut down the projector on us like 20 minutes into the movie. So we're like, "Well, guess there's nothing else to do." I could have said something like go to see like Saltburn or something like that, but like something like that is I don't really want to watch with like a family member or anything like that. So I was like,
I was
yeah,
gonna
or I go
say.
to like Cracker Barrel or something like that. And he was like, yeah, sure.
I
Got a
was gonna
second
say,
birthday.
like, again, I think the closest one I was close to walking out of was Meg to the Trench, like, because the closest time, I actually got up at one point, but I didn't walk out. Like, I just stood up and I was like, I could leave. I'm gonna walk. Fuck it, sit down.
I
I
almost-
got
look-
really close to leaving.
I liked the movie, but I actually almost walked out of Flower Moon, Killers of the Flower Moon. I thought it was a good movie. I just was not comfortable with the runtime. I thought the performances were fantastic, cinematography.
It
directing.
was way too long. I'm sorry.
I
Dude,
thought
I felt-
it was
okay.
a good movie, but the runtime was atrocious for me. I think it could have been an hour shorter. Maybe
I've heard
even more.
I've heard people say this already, but I felt the exact opposite run times for Napoleon and Killers of the Flower Moon. Even though I didn't stick it through Napoleon, it felt like I was in there for an eternity, even though it was only like
Napoleon
half hour.
Dude, Napoleon felt way longer than.
Yeah, it felt like 4 hours,
Mm.
and Killers of the
Also,
Flower
you
Moon
wanna-
felt like 2.5
Hey, you want to know a movie that also? You actually want to know a movie that felt shorter than Napoleon? Dial of Destiny, dude. Dial of Destiny is about the same runtime as.
I like
that one
3
actually
minutes
flew by.
later. Yeah, 3 minutes shorter or something like that. Yeah,
And plus, also Dial of Destiny. It's a good movie.
it's
I
entertaining.
I
finally-
don't plan on seeing
Finally,
it. though, to be
somebody.
fair.
I liked it. I liked Dial of Destiny.
It's okay.
Thank you, Gavin. Thank you. It's a good movie.
It's okay.
I haven't seen the other ones, but I walked in. I was like, I don't know. I got nothing better to do. I'll go see it. And I had a good time with that. I thought it was fun.
Bro, you ain't seen Raiders?
No, I haven't seen any.
I actually
any of
saw
them.
it again. I saw Raiders
know.
again in theaters for the Fathom event. That was pretty sick. But wait,
Yeah.
I mean, look, I haven't revisited the fourth film in years, but if you don't mind me asking,
fourth film's-
Gavin, did it feel weird to see Dial of Destiny without seeing Temple or Raiders or Last Crusade?
Look, man, even though like I gave Kingdom of the Crystal Skull 2.5 stars out of 5. It's one of those films, like, the more I think about it, I dislike it more, but it's like I can't, but at the same time I don't feel comfortable moving down my score. Like
Right.
it's-
Steven, though, I
like
will say
example
this.
like with Fast 9, like I gave that film 2 out of 5. That film sucks. It's one of those films same thing. Like I could move it down, but I don't feel comfortable with it.
Right.
I will say this. For me, I don't. I will say this. I don't know like any of the storylines or anything. All I know is like the character of Indiana Jones. I was
Right.
not really lost. The only thing I kind of was his wife in the end, trying to figure out what that was all about. But apart
Okay.
from that, I was pretty much set. I wasn't really confused on that one at all.
Okay, so at least
That's good.
at least with that movie you weren't. At least it doesn't have expectancy to see the first 4. Even though I enjoy the first 3, and I'm gonna be honest with Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, I don't even remember if I've ever seen it all the way through or not. I know I've seen the first 3 like at least a couple times, and like I said, seeing Raiders in theaters again was a great
I
experience.
bet that was awesome.
No, it
I
was
think,
great.
the
It was
only, I think the only way I've like technically seen the entire story of Kingdom of the Crystal Skull is through Lego Indiana Jones 2.
I'll count it. I'll count it.
Being honest.
But yeah, guys. But for real this time, I think we'll have to call it a night because I got to get to bed.
all right.
All
No, I
right.
get you. I get you.
This
But
was
yeah,
fun. I
but-
hope I get back again soon. Tomorrow might be a stretch, but yeah, this was awesome.
But we'll see. I mean, again, I don't have any plans tomorrow after work.
Right.
So hopefully that should work out. But
Do
anyways,
you know
guys,
what time the stream might be tomorrow, or you're not sure yet?
not sure yet. I mean, might be
Okay.
usual time I do Q&As, but we'll find out.
All right.
Alrighty.
But anyways, boys, catch you all
All right.
later. We'll see
See
everybody.
you guys.
Peace.
Oh,